Welcome back to the Real Life Corner, everybody. For today's installment, I have a question to ask. With everything that's going on in the world, with everything that we hear in the news in terms of people being unsettled, stress levels are high. There's just, the world isn't, things just don't seem to be going the way that they should be. Quality of life different. Families not being as close as they should be. Issues with schools and all the things we hear going on. I have a question to ask. Where do we stand with our spirituality? I will tell you, I don't ask that question to be judgmental. I did not grow up in the church. I was fortunate enough to, through my family members who did go to church on a regular basis, and meeting people, friends and fellow musicians who attended church regularly, and they had pastors and people who ranked in the church and who spent a good amount of time there. So I was exposed to it primarily first through my grandmother, who went religiously every Sunday pretty much, but she never forced it on me, but she exposed it to me. And then through music, fortunately for me, I had musicians who asked me to play, and then I found my way into church that way much later in my life. I was probably approaching 20 for me. So I have a question. With everything that's going on, where do we stand as a people, as a complete human race with our spirituality, one, and more specifically for African American people, where are we with our spirituality? Where do we stand? What's going on in the church? What's going on with how we live and practice religion, or study religion, study the Bible in whatever iteration you feel comfortable using or studying? Is it something that we've gotten away from? I noticed that when I'm out in social circles, one of the least talked about things is church, the Bible, religion. And I just wanted to know, have we gotten to the point where we're migrating away from this? And if so, why? I hear a lot of musicians, through the guys that I know who play in church, it seems like people are kind of pulling away for various reasons, through lack of trust, through leadership, through not understanding religion, having doubts, doubting their own belief, doubting their own faith. This is not just for the musicians, this is just generally speaking. I can tell you this, the churches I've gone to in the last 2 or 3 years, there's a major gap in the age. There's a huge there's an age group of people missing. If you had to ask me, the ages between 18 and 35 to 40, there are not a lot of people in that age group in the churches I've been to, other than for special events. If there's a choir day, if there's a special event there, but if it's a regular service, I'm telling you, people between the ages of 18 and 35 to 40, they're not there on a regular basis, or I'm not going to the right churches maybe, but I'm telling you, they're not there. So I'll ask, I'm a person who believes this, it seems like good effort, or things that are good or positive, it seems like people are less likely to invoke or provide energy for those things than they are to allow negative energy or negative stress to be a part of their daily lives. So what are we doing as a people that, if you consider religion to be a good thing or spirituality to be a good thing, why are we not being more positive in our daily lives as it pertains to the people around us, our families, our friends, our children and parents, brothers and sisters? And if we see so much stress and strife in the world, if we see so many things that are not going the way that they should, things that we don't agree with, if we see so much negativity, what are we using to combat this negativity? And are we trying to combat it? Are we passively allowing these negative things or stressful things to happen? And are we using everything in our power to try to affect change in a better way? And again, I just want to know, where do we stand with our spirituality? Is that something that we rely on still? Are we, as a human race of people in general, and in particular a African American race of people, is this something that's faith and prayer and religion? Are we using these things to their fullest to help us in our quest to be better people and to affect the world in a better way? If you have time and think this is important, if you have any questions, if you have any insight, I really would like to know. I'd like to hear your opinions about it. please make comments to me, the Real Life Corner, at my on my blog, or you can see me at on my YouTube channel at Ranjam Bass. Let me know what you think, or go to any of my social media spots. You can catch me on Twitter, Real Life, anything that says Real Life. I'll give you the specific titles. Twitter, Instagram, Real Life at 50. You can catch me there. You can catch me at on Facebook at Randy Torres. Let me know what's going on. Give me some insight. Give me some thought. I really want to hear it from everybody. And if you're a musician or person who currently attends church regularly, give me your thoughts and ideas. I'd like to hear those as well. Thank you. And until the next time, we'll talk again.